Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and I'm here at Creek Road Pottery. And what I'd like to do is go over a few things with the Jacob Ray Razor Shave Bowl Run. This is a pretty exciting thing for me to do. I initially made 25 bowls and custom glaze, custom prototypes. So we decided to do 4 different kinds, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So here, what I did, we got a bowl that will hold a double edge and a straight edge, kind of like what you see here. And so what I'm doing today is drying these out and trying to get them to dry evenly. And I'm turning these about every half hour or so. Got a nice breeze going on. And last time I lost 14 of these in the kiln, so I had to remake. So that's why everything went kind of slow. And so the biggest challenge is to get these dried evenly and through the first firing. So this is what it will look like coming out of the bisque fire. These were bowls that ended up turning out nicely from the first firing. You can see some nice texture there. We put plenty of texture in these, and hopefully people will enjoy them, especially the texture people. So you'll be able to place your double edge there and your Jacob Ray straight blade or whatever straight blade there. And there's a nice logo in the bottom. Now, this glaze ended up turning out to be pretty nice. What I need to do is get more of this red to show. That's an oxblood glaze, and I put a ring of wood ash, right out of the stove from right around the top of this, and it kind of melted it down. It acted as kind of like a flux. And I have an updraft kiln, and the reduction process made this go dark, which I love. But what I'm trying to do is get a nice blue into this. So this should turn purplish, bluish, and I want to put a ring on that. So that's my only challenge now, and I'm trying to test fire these out. So hopefully by the end of the month, in a couple weeks, I'll have all these fired successfully. I got 10 in the bisque stage right now that made it out of the first firing. Once they're through the first firing, I can kind of breathe easy. Usually they don't explode after that. I just need to fire these a little bit slower than I did the last time and make sure they're absolutely dry, and all these will be fired upside down. So what's nice about these is this texture will allow you to put your soap sample right in between these grooves, and you'll be able to lightly get a nice lather in there with your brush. And these things, these bowls, will also float in the sink. So that makes it kind of nice. And hopefully people will enjoy these. I really love texture. And I really loved doing this run simply because of the challenge and the creation of the glazes. Man, these look great in daylight. I mean, if you end up getting one of these, you want to shave with these in the sunlight, because there's just some beautiful color in there. And so I created this stamp out of polymer clay and stamp the inside, and these will be fairly easy to clean. You got to make sure you clean these. I would say take a toothbrush to them like once a month to get all the soap gunk out of there, and do not use these for food. These are made for shaving. These glazes are perfectly safe, but just hand wash and use for shaving. There's a lot of parts to them. This one particular bowl that I'm holding here, prototype 1, there's 9 steps to creating this bowl before the first firing. Laying in the texture on the insides, putting in the stamps, and putting in the razor double-edged bar, texture. They all need to be done in a certain way and at a certain time, and that's what I had to figure out too. So we made up a bunch of these a couple months ago, and now I got the process down to where it's fairly streamlined. All I need to do is work up a nice blue that'll work with this, and I'm currently doing that now. So hopefully in the firing tonight I can get something nice out of it. So yeah, to clean these, just simply take a toothbrush to them, maybe a little vinegar and water, and get all the gunk out of there. And make sure you get down in behind here, this area, with maybe a pipe cleaner or one of those bristle brushes they use for between your teeth, just to keep these nice and clean. But you'll love the raw texture on the outside, which is really what I was going for. So there you have it, friends. Take care. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and be well and happy shaving.